Hello everyone. Today we are glad here at Franchise Talks to have Zhanna, who's come all the way from Austria. She's the managing director of the Coffeeshop Company in Austria, and we are now glad to have the Coffeeshop Company coming right here to India, and Zhanna is here to tell us more about the Coffeeshop Company. Welcome, Zhanna, to India, and we're so glad that the first store of the Coffeeshop Company is opening right here in India now in New Delhi, and we look to have many more. But please, before we talk more about the expansion, we would love to know from you, more about the Coffeeshop Company. What is it that is so special about the Coffeeshop Company and the culture that it brings, and how you're sort of bringing a piece of Europe to India through the Coffeeshop Company?
Thank you so much. First of all, I'm very excited to be in India and to open the first Coffeeshop Company outlet. I think the team has done an amazing job for really bringing in piece of Vienna to Delhi. And really, we are very special in this respect because Viennese coffee house culture is actually being acknowledged as the international intangible cultural heritage by UNESCO in 1211. And there's a reason for this because, we love in Vienna, of course, the coffee. And for us, it's not only coffee, it's also about the socializing, spending the time together with the beloved ones. The coffee house of Vienna are those places where people used to meet, from the intellectual point of view, to have discussions, and this culture has been evolving, and that's why we see our coffee shop outlets as a place where it's all about experience. And of course, experience starts when you enter the outlet. So we spend a lot of efforts of making our coffee shops really cozy, where you spend the time and you not only drink the great drinks that we are offering, but you also have the food proposition. And of course, we offer Viennese coffee specialties, and this is very well matching to the Indian markets. So of course, we offer the classical drinks like, for example, espresso, cappuccino, but we also have Viennese specialties that we offer in our coffee shops, which are also very well accompanied with the milk-based drinks, which is repeating the Indian taste perfectly. Yes, and speaking about our unique selling proposition, besides the coffee, we are offering the full beverage portfolio. So we also have a fantastic varieties of teas, lemonades, the shakes. So we make sure that every customer and every guest who comes to our store definitely finds something which is fascinating and matching his or her taste.
I think we need it. India has summers for pretty much like 9 or 10 months. So therefore, we need those cold drinks to keep us good. Zhanna, we also love for you to tell us this, that how big is the Coffeeshop Company out there in Europe? And today, when you're looking at India as a potential market, you already opened one store in Delhi. How much expansion do you see that, we've got a great culture brewing right now for coffee shops in India, and particularly our Gen Y, Gen Z. We just love coffee and going to and hanging around and spending time with families, friends at the coffee shops.
Yes.
So how much sort of expansion and growth do you see for the Coffeeshop Company going forward in India?
I'm very convinced about the successful start, and the first outlet really proves it. And I'm sure that we will be able to open around 100 stores within the next 3 years. And I think the potential of the country is significantly higher. So I think 500 stores is definitely something that we can target. And then together with the franchise India, we are not only working on Indian operations, we also have other countries that we are tackling. So there are actually 9 countries together, and the expansion is going step by step. In the next months, we are also open new destinations, like, for example, Tajikistan. But for us, Indian is a very, very strategically important project because, first of all, of the scope of the countries, and we are convinced that we are able to shape the coffee culture in India, which is still developing, and we see that it's our duty to, so to say, to bring this great coffee expertise to the country and to explain, especially to new generations.
Wow, having 100 stores, that could be really great. We love to see the coffee shop pretty much everywhere in those 100 stores. So now that we are talking about the store, please tell us a little more about the store, What is special about the store? what kind of experience people who are walking, customers who are walking from India can expect at the store, both in terms of food as well as, hanging out at the store itself. And, how much parity in the Indian store do you see, which is similar to the European store?
Yes, we are offering a really very nice outlets, and that's the atmosphere. That is the first thing that our customers, our guests see when they come. So we take a look at each and every details. We work a lot with the plants, for instance, that you really feel yourself comfortable. And then once you come, then of course you need to take a look at the portfolio, and we have fantastic beverages. Of course, we take a look at every single detail. That's why you would see excellent tablewares, which you see the drinks see through with double walled glasses. So we work with really high quality products, and of course on the propositions of the food as well. Yeah. So in contrary to some other coffee shops that are existing on the market, we offer full kitchen proposition. So for example, you can also have the salad, then the pasta or burgers or different kind of cuisine, so that we really give the chance for the guests to spend the time and to eat and to drink the great drinks. So we take a look that every single hour that the store operates, our guests find something which is matching their taste.
And towards the evening, when people like to sort of enjoy more variety and they're more diversified meals, so what is special about Coffeeshop Company?
Yeah, so also in the evening, of course, not everybody would like to drink the coffee late at night. So we, of course, have amazing teas and lemonade. But also, for example, when the market requires, we also work with alcoholic proposition. So our coffee shop then turns into a bar proposition. But still, of course, coffee is always been and will be the heart of our business. But there is a larger variety that we're tackling.
Okay. And how do you plan to expand in India? I know 100 stores it's a big target, and how do you plan to reach this target, and how soon in India?
Yes, so we will start, of course, with the main cities and like NCR, of course, obviously, but also we're targeting, for example, Mumbai or Bangalore. So we are working with this step by step. We will work in the franchise operations. So we are looking for area developers who will, together with us, develop in the certain regions. And I think it's definitely possible that we will reach around 100 stores within the next 3 years. Yeah, step by step.
Yeah, that would be great. Going forward, what kind of partners do you said you're looking for area developers. So any particular attributes that you're looking for in these area developer partners or franchise partners, which you want to talk about?
Yes, true. Of course, talking about partners, we are selecting our partners very, very carefully, because this is our face to the market, so to say, the face to the customers and our guests. And here, of course, it's not only about the investor who are doing the capex. So it's all about the passion, about the love to the coffee, and the willingness to develop the brands together with us. And of course, it's all about the locations. We are not compromising on the location. The location has to be perfect and to match the expectations on both sides. And I think what's also important for us, that we are not only just signing the franchise contract, we are accompanying our partners to make sure that the business is successful. So we are looking really for the partners who are becoming part of our family in the end. So that's why we are taking really time to select us carefully.
And you just said about the location. So, are you focusing on mall locations, or are you focusing on high street locations?
We're actually targeting omni-channels. So we are definitely looking for high street, for the malls, but also for the travel retail. So I'm sure that in a couple of years we will cover all the significant channels in the market.
Right. And how do you also see delivery being a large part of the portfolio?
Delivery is playing definitely a role, especially in India. That's why I think it's must to offer this proposition as well. Although, of course, the core business will always remain within the store, because, it's exactly the place where we socialize and spend the time together. But we will definitely offer the delivery as well.
Okay. So any sort of final words to the business community in India whom you're calling out to invest with you? Anything you want to say to them?
I think it's a great momentum right now to start with the coffee shop company. The market is underdeveloped, so if you take a look in India, the consumption of coffee is around 250 grams per capita. In Austria, it's 7 kilograms. So we are really the expert of the coffee and of the coffee shops, offering the large proposition. And I think that's something very unique coming from the heart of Europe and now in India that we can start together and grow and shape the business.
Okay. Maybe you can just say namaste and I look forward to for you.
Yes. Namaste. And I'm looking very much forward to an exciting journey together.